everyone, welcome back to the channel. So I went to the Birmingham Primark, which I think is still the biggest one in the world, and yeah, I had a really lovely day shopping in there. They had loads of bits from Rita Ora and they had some really gorgeous home stuff, so I'll show you what I picked up. So the first item that I got was this little blue lace t-shirt. Actually, it's quite summery, isn't it? But I have already worn this out because I went to brunch in the week and I just felt like I had nothing to wear, and then remembered that I had this in the Primark bag, so I was like, yes, I'm definitely wearing that. And do you know what, it's just kind of very pretty when you put it on, really easy to just throw on with jeans. If you had some really nice like stone or kind of like cooler legged wadded trousers, that would look nice as well. And I just put mine on with like a big cream chunky knit cardigan just to kind of, you know, cozy it up, because it is a bit of a summery piece. It was only £6, but I just love the lace detail around the collar, how it goes into a cross, and I always feel like it's really pretty when they finish the edges in this lettuce detail as well. So yeah, I just couldn't resist, and I'm very much into this pale blue colour at the minute, which I know is very summery, but I just, something about it right now. So yeah, wore that. I feel like I'm gonna get my money's worth out of that, especially with it being only £6. I thought that was a bit of a bargain. So I just want to jump in after trying it back on for the try on clip, as I forgot to mention a couple of things. So although this is a crop top, like, it's still long enough that if you don't like showing your tummy, as long as you're wearing something high-waisted, you won't do it in this. Although saying that, I am 5'4", so maybe if you're a little bit taller then that might be the case. It's a really nice soft material. I just want to say, it's one of those tops that you put on and you know, you just feel like, oh, it's really pretty, you feel really pretty in it. Lovely for brunching and just nipping down to like a nice little cafe to get a coffee. And yeah, as I said before, just this detail, I just feel like it's really nice. It's super feminine, and it's nice to see some pieces like that, because I feel like obviously the trendier pieces at the moment aren't as feminine, unless they're sort of like more like groovy style, if you know what I mean, like that 90s groovy style, which isn't my style either. So yeah, I loved this top, especially for £6, like I've mentioned. Talking of the same colour, I picked up this ribbed jumper, and I'm really struggling for clothes to wear to work at the minute because I've had my babies kind of like over the COVID period. The clothes that I had before don't fit me, so I need to get some new outfits, and just outfits that I know that I can just pick up in the morning and go, because I don't have a lot of time to think in the morning and I'm really not a morning person. But this feels really super soft. I thought this would be nice with some wide leg trousers. It was only £8. I got it in the 10 to 12, so I've got a little bit of room and it isn't too tight. And yeah, I just, like I said, love this powder blue colour at the moment, and it is one of those that's, it's not a super high neck, so you don't feel really claustrophobic if you don't like high necks. And I always find this sort of neck much more flattering, like on my face shape, than the really high necks. In fact, like this one actually that I've got on today, this is a really old Primark one that I thought I'd throw it away. But yeah, huge fan of that. In fact, I bought some wide leg trousers from this Primark visit, but I've already sent them back. So they were high waist. I'll put an overlay of what they look like. They were high waisted black ones, super nice. I feel like if I'd got the right size, they would have fitted or fell really nicely. So the problem was it was a little bit too tight around my waist and tummy, and I got them in a size 10. And then when I knit back in to take them back, or as with my daughters, and they just were not in the mood to be Primark, so I literally just had to return them and go. But yeah, it's a shame for that. And then talking of another item that I've already returned, I got this shirt. It's like a cream military style shirt. Put it on, and to be honest, I just felt like it was a little bit too masculine for my style. Although it was super nice, it felt really lovely as well. Yeah, it just wasn't for me. And they did also have that in a green colour, which I was very tempted by when I went into the store. But you know, sometimes you put stuff on and you just don't feel right. That was the case with that item. I feel like these are just a staple, but I picked up these white t-shirts from Primark. In fact, I got two. I got them in the extra small because they do come up pretty oversized. So these used to be £4, they're now £5. But these are like the thickest ones that they do. I find the ones on the tables, you know, the ones with a little bit of stretching, a bit too transparent for me. I find these ones of better quality. But yeah, definitely size down in these if you don't like stuff too oversized. I know that's the trend at the minute, isn't it, for everything to be like super oversized, and I just really don't feel like that suits me. So I still sort of try and go for stuff that I think's a little bit more fitted. I suppose these will still be baggy, but yeah, just very comfy. And for a £5 you really can't go wrong, because after I went into Primark I did pop into Next looking for some other white t-shirts, and they were like a minimum 20-25 quid, and they weren't as thick as that. So yeah, really recommend those ones. So this fits as expected, so it's big and boxy. In fact, if you could go down 2 sizes I would probably recommend that, because again, even though this is a size down for me, it is still probably a little bit too big, but as soon as it's tucked into jeans I think it looks nice anyway. And I feel like the trend is to be a little bit more like bigger and baggier at the moment, although that's not usually my particular style. I don't mind it in just a classic white t-shirt. For saying I've got quite a dark bra on today, you can't see it underneath its top, so it's really great quality for £5, to be honest. I will say I think it is slightly thinner than the older ones that I used to have, which used to be £4. I think they have made it slightly thinner, although saying that, again, like I said, you can't see through it, and I find that a massive problem with white t-shirts. So hard to find a good one. I'd definitely say you'd have to tuck this in. It doesn't have loads of shape, but if you're like me and wear everything high-waisted, then that's absolutely fine. So yeah, I would definitely recommend these white t-shirts if you've been struggling to find one that, you know, you feel comfortable wearing. So yeah, and also if you don't like your arms very much, oops, doggy's barking, sleeves come down a little bit longer as well. So yeah, it just keeps you covered, and also it's a little bit warmer for this time of year as well, although it is a t-shirt, so you know, how warm are you going to be really? Of course I popped into the homeware section. I didn't go crazy, I was really good. I could have gone crazy because they had some gorgeous bits in. There was a lovely jar, they had lovely dinner service sets, but I picked up this green plant. Is this a eucalyptus plant? It might be, but it's like cool toned green. It's quite big actually. I'm planning on putting this in the bedroom, because if you've watched any of my other videos, I've said that I kind of want to switch the bedroom up a little bit. It's a little bit just, it's very grey. It's very like maybe 5 to 10 years ago, like when we first moved into the house and that was all the range. I just want to warm it up a little bit without sort of changing the colours on the walls. So I've brought some amber tones and some more green tones into it, and although this is a cool green tone, I feel like it's going to sort of bring in the warmer amber tones and the like more cool grey tones together. This was only £9, which I thought was a little bit of a bargain, and yes, I'm very pleased with this. I plan on putting this in a terracotta pot. It's already got stones in the top, which is just nicely finished, because I feel like if they don't do that with artificial flowers, they can just look a little bit cheap, but that is nice for £9. I got this makeup bag because mine is just looking really dirty, to be honest. It's looking really dingy. I think this was this £7 or £9 or something, but yeah, it's just got an E for Emily on it. I really like the quilted detail. I feel like it's going to be pretty sturdy and robust. It's just cream on the inside. It probably won't stay cream very long because it's so annoying, isn't it? As soon as you get a new makeup bag, something breaks, like a powder lid, and the powder just ends up all in there. But yeah, and it's got a little compartment bit at the front, and I like to just separate my everyday makeup from my other makeup, just so that I can find it super quick and easy in the morning. And I feel like it doesn't matter where I leave this out, it will sort of like blend into the vibe of the house, because if you ask my husband, I am terrible at just sort of like leaving the things out where I've used them. I'm definitely that partner out of the two of us. So yeah, that will make the house look less messy when I'm leaving it out everywhere. I did pick up some lipsticks, because if you've watched any of my previous videos, I always wear like I always go for like a pinky brown lipstick. I recommend the Primark ones. They're the ones that I wear all the time, and I haven't been able to find my favourite colour like forever in the Primark near me. However, the Birmingham one had it, and it's Velvet Touch. It's £1.50. So I picked that up, and then I picked a slightly pinker one up called Sweet Talk, and the testers looked really nice of these. Just really easy everyday colours where you don't feel a little bit over the top, because at the minute I'm having to wear a red lip every day, and I just feel like, to be fair, we are coming into like the Christmassy, more wintry season, so it's a bit more season appropriate, but I feel like a bit like done up, do you know, like when I'm going to work, like just every day, like I'm not really a red lip sort of wearer. I just want to be a little bit more natural. and natural lips go with pretty much every outfit as well. So yeah, pick those up. And then I noticed in some of my old pictures, like my lips look a little bit fuller, and that's because I used to wear a lip liner, which to be honest with you, I don't wear every day because I'm a little bit too lazy to do it. But I picked up one that would go with both of those lip shades. I don't think it's actually got a shade on it. Oh no, it has. It is the Velvet Touch one actually. And these are only £1. And I feel like these are the best value lip liners that I found, that are really nice. Still super soft to put on. Well, they used to be anyway. So I'm hoping that this one is kind of a very similar formulation to the older ones that they did. So yeah, I'm excited to, you know, put that on and look a bit more put together in the day. And finally, because I thought I'd actually lost this jumper, it was only after I bought this one that I refound it, which I feel like always happens. I picked up a pink stretchy jumper as well, again just to wear to work. I thought it would have been nice with the high-waisted black trousers. In fact, I did search a high and low for my size in the stone wide leg trousers that everybody's raving about. I've seen on everybody's videos. However, they didn't have my size in the store and I was so gutted, and I thought like the blue and the pink would have looked lovely with those, but never mind, I will still wear this and I'm sure I'll find something to wear it with. In fact, I got some, I'll show you some actually, River Island trousers from this charity shop that sells new clothes near me. It's so good, and they were £3, honestly, absolute bargain. But anyway, this one was £14, which is a lot more expensive than the blue one. I'm not sure why this one is more expensive, but it is, I suppose. It has got this like higher neck, if you like that. I mean, some people don't. In fact, I prefer a lower neck, to be honest, than the higher one. But when it's like super cold in the morning and you just want to stay warm, and I always say if your neck is warm, then you'll be warm. Well, neck and feet probably. Because yeah, I hate it, you know, like in winter if I haven't got a scarf on, oh, it just makes you freezing, doesn't it? So yeah, this would be nice for those super cold days, especially in the morning when you're having to de-ice the car and stuff. And it's, again, it's really soft. I've got it in the size small because, again, I don't want it pulling too tight, especially for work. So yeah, £14. And it's from the Primark edit, so I don't know if that's like a new range that they do, but yeah, lovely blush pink tone. This was the more expensive jumper out of the blue one and this one, so this was £14, and I'm really disappointed with this jumper. So don't get me wrong, it feels really nice, and it might be the fact that I've got the wrong size. So I feel like there's just a little bit too, you can see like there's just too much excess material on the arms, which I think is making it super unflattering. And another thing that I didn't notice when I picked this up was that the like cable, what is this called? It's not cable knit, but this pattern stops here on the arm and then runs into this one, which I don't know, I think it's giving some sort of like Victorian vibe. I think with the more bagginess of this sleeve, I'm just finding it super unflattering. It is really soft. I really like the colour because even when I'm tanned, I can still be quite washed out with colours because I'm so fair skinned. So I do usually feel like pale pink and blush colours like help with that. Even if I'm not wearing my tan, I feel comfortable to wear pink and think that it looks alright. The neck is super high, which I actually prefer the neck on the blue one. I think that's more flattering. But yeah, I really do not like these sleeves. I just don't like where that finishes at all. I mean, I could roll them up, but I feel like that's not the point of having a jumper. You know, you want to be cozy and warm. And like I said, with the blue jumper, I always feel cold, so I like the sleeves covering my hands. So yeah, I think I'm gonna have to put this in the tumble dryer because well, I could send it back, couldn't I? But if not, I might just put it in the tumble dryer because I do really love the pink colour. It's just not the most flattering. I mean, of course I could wear it with a blazer over the top, but I was hoping this would be like the other pink jumper that I was wearing today, where it's like, do you know, one of those days where you just don't feel great and you want to put like a colour on that's nice but still feel cozy and warm and still look like half put together even though you're just wearing jeans and a jumper. I thought this would be that versatile piece I'd wear at work, I'd wear at home. I just don't like it. I don't like it for £14 at all. So I feel like that was a really quick Primark haul this time. Oh, and my daughter also picked up a little unicorn lip gloss when we went in the second time, and it's very cute. But yeah, she's into all those things. She's very much reminds me of me when I was younger. She's very much a girly girl. So, and that was £2. So yeah, that was it for this haul. I feel like it was actually super quick. I thought I got more than that. I'll probably end up finding something that I got and forgot to include, but yeah, I hope you enjoyed it nonetheless, and I shall see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.